Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your boredom busters coming up. At first, our top story. The search for a missing teenager in South Dakota has come to an end. Alex Coomer was last seen leaving Harrisburg High School Friday afternoon. Authorities say Alex and his vehicle were located mid-morning on Saturday. While there's no official word on Alex's health status, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office issued a statement saying, unfortunately, the outcome is not what we were all hoping and praying for. The Sheriff's Office is also calling on the public to respect the family's privacy during this difficult time. Sioux Falls police are investigating a car versus pedestrian crash that sent a man to the hospital with serious injuries last night. Police say the 34-year-old Sioux Falls man was walking across East Rice Street by Jessica Avenue when he was struck by an SUV. Police say the driver, an 82-year-old Sioux Falls man, continued to drive home where officers found him. Police say the driver has been cooperating with the investigators but add that charges are pending. Northwest Iowa authorities say alcohol was a factor in a deadly car versus bicycle crash. The Sioux County Sheriff's Office says the driver of a minivan struck the bicycle from behind north of Hull, Iowa, late Friday afternoon. The woman riding the bicycle, 69-year-old Lorna Moss of Sioux Center, died at the hospital. Authorities have charged the driver, 27-year-old Seth DeYoung of Dune, Iowa, with homicide by vehicle caused by operating while intoxicated and homicide by vehicle caused by reckless driving. Minnehaha County authorities are investigating an accidental death in Humboldt. The Sheriff's Department says it happened in the 400 block of South Washington Street. Investigators say due to the nature of the incident, the name and age of the person are being withheld. A mask mandate takes effect in the Huron School District this week. The Beadle County COVID-19 Task Force requested the mandate as active cases approach nearly 50 throughout the county. So starting on Tuesday, all students and staff within the Huron District will be required to wear masks indoors and on buses.
We want to keep our students and our staff in school and safe, and we want to reduce the pressure on our medical providers. And we want our parents to be available to go to work, and that is done by having the kids be available to be in school and to be healthy.
Superintendent Steinhoff says this plan is also in preparation for the possible rise in cases in the area following the South Dakota State Fair, which ends on Monday. The Sioux Falls School District hired 219 new teachers this year. Now, you might be surprised to learn that teachers spent an average of $460 of their own money equipping their classrooms. Everything from bookshelves to extra pens and markers to special chairs for kids. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, we're learning more about a nonprofit foundation that's helping those first-year teachers cover the cost of much-needed supplies. Be sure to watch tonight at 10. Let's get our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Root in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. Much of the area has been pretty quiet to start the day, but there's been one exception out there. It's on our Beersford live Doppler HD radar, where we have seen a couple of showers and thunderstorms firing up in Charles Mix County, headed south and east, maybe clipping portions of Bonham County near Springfield. These storms are subsevere on the South Dakota side of things, but northeast of O'Neill, they have been a little more on the severe side. Still, this will be an exception to the overall mainly dry rule, and you can see those storms in the distance on our Plaque camera. But again, they're going to gradually move on out of here as we head through the morning. Downtown, 61, not much of a breeze to speak of at the airport, so it's been a great start to the day, really across the rest of the region. 60 now in Worthington, up to 58 in Brookings and Huron, 59 Watertown, 55 at the Capitol, 54 Rapid City, 52 Aberdeen and Mulbridge, 55 also toward Yankton with a nice light breeze out there. Kind of variable in terms of direction, but light in intensity across the board. So while we do have those isolated showers and thunderstorms along the southern Missouri River Valley, much of the area is quiet now and will stay quiet for the rest of the day. We'll talk about the rest of your 7-day forecast, including your Labor Day outlook, coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, it's Department of Public Safety Day at the South Dakota State Fair in Huron. The day includes Highway Patrol canine demonstrations at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. at the day-sponsor tent site. There'll also be hat and visor giveaways, plus a chance to renew your driver's license. Kids can pick up free Tommy the Turtle disaster preparedness books. Midway Carnival rides are open from 10 a.m. to midnight. Country music artist John Party performs in the grandstand at 7 p.m. The State Fairgrounds gates are open from now till 8 p.m. Admission is $6 for adults, $4 for children ages 6 through 14. The State Fair runs through Monday. It's the opening weekend of the Fall Festival at Country Apple Orchard in Harrisburg. The festival includes a zip line, a hay bale maze, corn kernel pit, and an apple cannon range. Today's hours are from 10 to 6. The Moparama All Mopar Car Show and Swap Meet is taking place at the Denny Sanford Premier Center from 9 to 4. Joe Zolper from the hit TV series Garage Squad is the featured guest. There will also be Matchbox car drag races for kids, plus test your knowledge and win prizes at Mopar Trivia. Admission is free. The Shamrockers are the featured performers at Sangria Sunday at Strawbale Winery near Renner. The gates open at noon. The music starts at 1. Admission is $5 a person or $10 a carload. The Canaries baseball team takes on the Sioux City Explorers. First pitch at Sioux Falls Stadium is at 2:05. And enjoy a night of racing and music at Huset Speedway in Brandon. Gates open at 4. Hot laps are at 6:30. The racing starts at 7:30. A concert by Anna McElroy will follow the races in the pit area. Tickets are $25. Students are $12. Free for children 12 and younger. Adam?
Well, if you have any outdoor plans today, you are good to go. Again, beyond those isolated thunderstorms in the southern Missouri River Valley, mostly sunny more often than not. Temperatures, though, hedging a little bit higher along the thermometer this time around with a warm-up on the way that will take us right into Labor Day. But overnight, we do cool off quite nicely, so we have that working in our favor. There are those little isolated storms moving south and east as we head through the rest of the morning, but everybody else nice and quiet, even though we do have a warm front that is going to move through over the course of the day in association with low pressure in Canada. But a cold front up toward Calgary will gradually make its way south and east as we head into your day on Monday. It's going to be a dry cold front, so while we do warm up ahead of it, that's really going to be just about it. And the only way we know when this cold front moves through, when our winds turn from the south to a more northwesterly direction later on in the day. And that will help usher in a more seasonable air mass through the middle of the week by day and even by night for that matter. But in terms of rain chances, this is not what we want. Yes, we need a little bit of time to kind of let the ground recover where we have a pretty large surplus in place, but we still need more rain, especially out west where we're starting to see that deficit grow a little bit more. But take a look at this ridge of high pressure that just does not really go anywhere anytime soon through the rest of the weekend, even into the weekend for that matter. As a result, we are going to stay rather dry, even going into next weekend. We try to introduce some rain by next Sunday or next Monday for that matter, but that's still a decent ways out, and chances are not looking good for widespread help in terms of that long-term drought. Today, though, a nice day to get outside, like I said. 70s to the east, 80s elsewhere, even near 90 West River, with overnight low temperatures falling into the 50s across the board. Even some upper 40s not out of the question east of the James River Valley. Another cool, comfortable night on the way. Your 7-day forecast featuring really not much in the way of rain, like I said earlier, but near to above average temperatures by day more often than not, but a couple of cool nights on the way, especially tonight and midweek with lows dropping into the low 50s. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.